Hello, everyone. Am I audible? Are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So let's get started. Welcome to the masterclass. Today we are going to talk about something very interesting that Salesforce has recently introduced, which is Agentforce and Salesforce AI. Many people in the Salesforce ecosystem are hearing about the AI all the time, everywhere, but very few people are actually understand what exactly is changing in the Salesforce, what exactly the agent force is. In this masterclass, my goal is very simple. I wanted to explain agent force in the simplest possible way so that even if you are a beginner or if you are working as a Salesforce admin or a developer, you clearly understand how this technology works and how it can impact on your career. So let me introduce myself. My name is Shubham, and I'll be the mentor and the host for this masterclass. We will be discussing about me and my proper introduction in the further slide. Over the next 1 year, 1 hour, we will understand what Agent Force is and say why Salesforce introduced it, how it works, what architect it has in behind, and the most important, how you can build career in this new AI-driven Salesforce ecosystem. So stay with me till the end because I will also show you a roadmap. From that roadmap, you can learn Agentforce as well as I'll be explaining about our Salesforce Agentforce curriculum and our training sessions also. So this is what our main agenda for this particular masterclass is, right? Now, before we go deeper into the topic, let me quickly tell you what exactly we will cover in the today's session. So, so what we are covering, right? So first is we will start with what is Agent Force. We will understand what exactly Agent Force is because many people have heard the name only, but they do not have clarity or clear understanding about Agent Force. Then we will discuss why Salesforce introduced Agent Force because Salesforce already had the automation tools like flows, Apex triggers, approval process, and workflow rules. So the big question is why Salesforce felt that there is a necessariness or there is a necessity of introducing a new technology or the product like Agentforce. After that, we will compare Agentforce with traditional Salesforce automation so that you can clearly differentiate between the rule-based automation that Salesforce already has. That means flows and the triggers versus the agent force. Then we will discuss and talk about real world use cases because technology only useful when we know where it can actually be applied in the real business scenario. So I'll be explaining you about real time world use cases of the agent force. Then we will talk about agent force deployment, agent force architect. We will also look into the tools and technology required to the agent force to become the agent force developer. Then we will discuss career opportunities because uh, means everyone here are career focused persons, right? And they are joining the masterclass because they wanted to build a career in the agent force ecosystem. At the end, we will open the floor for the question and answer so that you can ask me anything related to the Salesforce AI or Agent Force, and I will be answering the question. The main part of the masterclass that I have planned or the presentation I have planned is the tracks that we have, also the syllabus and roadmap that we suggest anyone should follow to learn the Agent Force. So this is all about what is our today's agenda. Now the next is let's have 2 minutes for the GradX Academy. GradX Academy presented this master class, and we need to hear about the GradX Academy. I will tell you about the GradX Academy on this particular occasion, right? So GradX Academy is a cloud-focused edtech platform. GradX Academy was started in 2019 with a very simple mission. The mission was to create the awareness about the cloud technologies or the AI-based modern technologies where industry is actually moving. Today, many people learn technologies that are already outdated or saturated in the market. Means everyone is learning Java, Python, etc., etc. The what we can say core technologies, but our focus or GradX Academy's goal has always been into the niche technologies that actually enterprises are implemented. So we have the courses around the modern technologies like Salesforce, Oracle, then SAP, then ServiceNow, right? And we make sure that our curriculum are industry standard curriculum because industry is evolving so fast, and means we are updating curriculum like day to day basis, right? It is not like a standard curriculum that we are covering from year after year after year after. On every new batches we are adding up to the new things, updates in our curriculum. Currently, if we talk about the numbers, currently GradX Academy has more than 3,000 plus active learners who are learning different technologies related to the Salesforce and enterprise platform. We also have offices in multiple cities in India. We also run online and offline programs. Especially, we have offline learning center in the Pune. One of the most important aspect of the GradX Academy is our training. Our trainers are not the teachers, they are industry experts. So they will share everything from their industry based knowledge. So you will be teaching every technology from the trainers who are currently working in the live projects. So they will give you one hand knowledge about their experiences in the industry. And the most important is about the Salesforce, right? We are an official Salesforce partner, right? And we have joined the Salesforce initiative to learn, to make aware about the new technologies along with the Salesforce itself. We are the official Salesforce consulting partner. So this is all about the GradX Academy. Let me give you brief about myself. My name is Shubham. I am the founder of GradX Academy, and I have been working in the IT industry for more than 8 plus years with the strong focus on the Salesforce technology. Before entering into Salesforce ecosystem, I was working as a JavaScript developer at the company's magnet system. Later, as a software developer at NVIDIA. These experiences helped me build a strong foundation in the software engineering and enterprises system. Over the 8 years, I have extensively working into the Salesforce development architecture and Salesforce development automation systems, which help me understand how enterprise platform evolve with the time. Today, my focus is on helping the professionals and students to learn practical Salesforce skills with the new updates that is coming every 3 months from the Salesforce aligned with the real-time industry. With the introduction of the AI inside the Salesforce ecosystem, Salesforce is changing very drastically, very rapidly. So in this masterclass or in this series of masterclass, I wanted to help you understand the new technological shift that is happening nowadays, powered by AI or powered by tools like Agentforce. Now that you know about my background, let's start the most important question, that is Agentforce. But before that, let me give you the training experience because this is all about my technological experience. Right. Before move ahead with the Agentforce, let me give you quick insight about my training experience. Over the over the past years, I have trained many professionals and students who wanted to build their career in the Salesforce. Uh, Actually, the batch that we are planning is nearly my 25th, 40th batch. Actually, here the presentation shows 25th, but I completed nearly 40 batch of private trainings, right? And also I have delivered few corporate trainings at MNCs like Gensar, Accenture, Cognizant, Hexaware, Globant, and Tech Mahindra. And also have done some industry clouds training, right, with this particular MNCs. Okay, now let's jump to the core agenda of today's class or today's session. What is Agentforce, right? Now, let me give you brief on the Agentforce. Everyone come or everyone join for the Agentforce. Agentforce is a Salesforce AI agent platform. Actually, to understand this in the simple word, we first need to understand what is AI agent mean. So AI agent is an basically a system that can understand the situation and make a decision and take action automatically based on the decision that they are making. Earlier most of the Salesforce automation are the rule based. Rule based means example, if we know the CRM, in the CRM, if lead status becomes qualified, then automatically create the opportunity. This is the rule based automation. Okay. Or we can say that if case priority is higher, then assign it to the support manager, right? These are the automation works on predefined rules, right? Or predefined workflows. But Agentforce takes this one step ahead. Agentforce allows Salesforce to create intelligent agents that can actually understand the context, analyze the data, take decision based on that particular data. This agent can be autonomous or semi-autonomous. Autonomous means agent can perform actions automatically without human intervention. Semi-autonomous means uh, agent can agent can assist the human by suggesting the actions or decisions based on the suggestion, right? Automatically human will intervene about the action, right? And then it will ultimately perform the action. Okay, so these are the two different agents that we can create in the agent force: autonomous and the semi autonomous, right? Agent force is built on the three main pillar, right? It is built on data cloud, Einstein, and Salesforce platform. The first is data cloud. Data cloud means which unifies the data from the multiple systems. Second is Einstein. Einstein AI provides intelligence and AI capabilities to the Salesforce. And the third is Salesforce platform itself, where automations and applications are already built. For example, let me give you an example, right? Imagine a customer sends a support ticket to a company. Traditionally, human agent read the ticket case, understand the issue, check the customer data, then decide what action should take. But with the help of agent force, agent means AI agent can read the particular case, then understand, then identify the intent, fetch the requirement, then automatically take a decision and respond automatically. So instead of doing the repetitive task, AI agent can handle many of these things in the operations. Now the big question is, why Salesforce introduced Agent Force when we already have automation tools that are already exist? So why Salesforce introduced the Agent Force? This is a very important question. So for the many years, Salesforce automation has been built using the tools like workflow rules, process builders, flows, and Apex triggers. These tools are very powerful, but they also have some limitations. What are the limitations? One of the biggest limitation is that they are the rule based, means we define the rules. This means for the every decision has a predefined set of rules given by the admins or the developer. If situation changes or if scenario is slightly different, the automation may not work properly. Another challenge is that organizations end up creating too many flows and too many approval process and Apex class. This increases system complexity and maintenance effort. So we can say that traditional automation does not have the intelligence. It cannot understand the context, analyze text, or make decisions, make the dynamic decisions. In many cases, humans still needs to analyze the situation and manually decide what action should be taken. Agentforce tries to solve these problems. Agentforce allows the system to become the context aware. Instead of following only predefined rules, the system can understand the situation and make decision using the AI. It also enables dynamic workflows where the system decides the next action based on the data context or the reasoning. Another important feature is natural language interaction or LLM. Okay, this means user can interact with the system using normal human language instead of complex technical instruction. So overall, Agentforce is Salesforce step towards the AI first platform. Now let's compare the Agentforce with the traditional Salesforce automation. So, to understand the difference between Agentforce and traditional automation, let us look into the into at how things work earlier. So, traditional automation first we are going to discuss. Then we are comparing that traditional automation with the Agentforce automation. So, traditional Salesforce automation mostly depends on the flows, validation rules, apex triggers, and approval processes. This automation works on the static logic. For example, if amount is greater than 10,000, then we need to send it to the approval. If lead source or the another example is if the lead source is equal to website, then assign it to the marketing queue. These are the rule-based automation. They are predictable, right? But they cannot fulfill the limitations, right? They cannot learn from the data or they cannot adapt new situation automatically. Also, many tasks are still dependent on the human decision. For example, a support agent may need to read the customer email to analyze the to problem and decide the best response. Now let us look at Agentforce automation. Agentforce uses a AI reasoning based on decision making. Okay, means first it will analyze the use case, right? Then have a reasoning based, right? And then make a decision on that, right? Instead of static rules, the system analyze the context and decide the best possible actions. It can also make a dynamic decision, which means the behavior can change or can depend on the situation. Means situation to situation, the behavior will automatically change or shift. Another advantages is context-driven automation. The context-driven automation means AI agent can understand the customer history, data patterns, previous interaction with that particular customer, and any other information before making any action. Overall, these three systems can improve the continuous. These three systems can also improve continuously, and AI models can learn from the data and the feedback that is given, right? And finally, the agent force enables the automation or assisted operations. Autonomous means simply a system performs tasks automatically. There is no manual intervention, right? So as assisted means simply we can say that human will take the means AI will recommend action to the human, right? Means human will act as a decision maker, but AI will suggest few things, right? That is called as assisted, right? So in the traditional automation flow automation, a traditional automated automation follows the rules while Agentforce uses the intelligence, right? Now that we understand the concept, let us look into the architecture behind the Agentforce. Now this is little more technical, guys. Observe. So if you observe the diagram, I hope everyone can see my diagram. The architecture of Agentforce look little complex. We will understand it step by step, right? So the first layer that we have is a user interface layer. This is where user interact with the system. The interaction can happen inside the Salesforce, right? Application, digital channels like Slacks, or even customer interfaces, right? Below user interface, we have the agents. Then these agents can be built or can be designed for the different business functions, right? For example, sales agent, service agent, marketing agent, commerce agent, or industry specific agent. Any type of agent we can build it, right? Each agent is responsible for performing the specific actions. These actions can be triggers, flows, call apex classes, or use API, or execute the prompt templates. Below the agent layer, we have a Einstein trust layer. Now, this is very important. This layer is extremely important because it ensures the security, privacy, and let's say and compliance using the AI. Means it is a layer in between large language model and the agents. Okay, it handles the things like securing a data retrieval, prompt protection, and data masking, and response filtering. Okay, this response filtering, right? Then this ensures that sensitive data is protected, right? With means the large language models cannot access the sensitive data which is present in the Salesforce, right? Below that, we have a large language model. Now, the biggest question is, what is large language model? These are the AI models that process the large language, understand the intent, and generate the response. Salesforce allows the hosted models, fine-tuned models, right, and their own models depending on the requirement, right? It means we can create or we can automate any model. Like if my requirement is I wanted to have the model context protocol between the chat gpt or the Claude, right? I can use any other AI model also, right? Below that model layer, right, we have a data cloud utilize the data from the Salesforce external system, unstructured sources, and vector database, right? This unifies data becomes the foundation for the AI decision making. Finally, at the bottom, we have the Salesforce metadata, which defines the object, field, relationship, permission, and the configuration. So in simple terms, Agentforce concept connects the data to the AI models. Okay, so it is nothing but the connection of the data and the AI models, right? Using the tools, automation tools. Now that we understand this architect, next question might be, what exactly Agentforce is doing in the real world, means how the process gets executed, right? So this is a simplified architecture to understand the how Agentforce executed whole entire AI. Okay. Now, the previous slide we saw full architect of the Agentforce, right? Here we will understand the execution in simpler way. So let's simplify it, right? So everyone is clearly understand how actually it works, right? In the practice, imagine we are a user, and user is interacting with the Salesforce, right? This interaction can happen through the Salesforce application, website, chatbot, or any other digital channel, right? The user sends the request and asks the question. This request goes to the AI system, right? AI system which is connected to the Einstein trust layer, right? Einstein trust layer is extremely important because Salesforce is very strict about the data privacy and compliances. This layer makes user that sensitive data is protected. Means this layer will make sure about the data protection in the Salesforce. It is the Einstein trust layer. Okay. Now, what happens in the Einstein trust layer? Now this layer makes sure that sensitive data is protected. It performs the operation like securing a data, right? Retrieving the data, masking the data, then prompt protection. This means confidential information is not exposed to the LLM models, right? Unnecessarily, right? After the request passes through the Einstein trust layer, it will reach to the AI models, right? these AI models are responsible for understanding the user intent, right? For example, if user asks, what is the status of my order? The AI model will understand the user is asking, the user is asking about the order status. Once the intent is understood, the system retrieves the required data from the data cloud and Salesforce object, right? And automatically, right, then agent decides what action needs to be performed on that particular data. This action can be triggered using the flow calling, Apex class fetching data from the API or generating a response. Finally, response got generated, right? And so in simple terms, right, the flow look like this, right? Finally, response will generated and audit trails and feedback can be stored. Okay. Now this is the entire execution. So this is end to end, means how user is responding and how it is getting response, right? How user is prompting and how it is getting a response. Everything is mentioned over this simplified Agentforce architecture slide. Right now, you look. We will be understanding the real time use case or real time business problems Agentforce can solve. Right. This is the architect. Now, what agent can do? So agent can be applied to many real world business scenarios. Let us understand, let us look at the examples, right? In many companies, support teams receives the thousands of customer cases every day. Normally, a support agent read the case, understand the problem, right? And depending on the history, he will respond. With the Agentforce AI, AI can do many things at a time, right? Means AI can read multiple customer cases at a time, understand the issue, different issue might be into different cases, right? Then see the related data, trigger the required process, right? And automatically the entire end-to-end operation will be based on the data and take the decision based on the particular data that it has, right? So this is what the particular use case of particular what we can say case resolution can be done in the Agentforce. Okay. Now we have discussed everything about the Agentforce. Now we will be discussing about if you wanted to become a Agentforce, right? What skills or what type of knowledge you must understand, right? So Agentforce, to understand the Agentforce or to become the Agentforce, you does not require the hardcore AI or machine learning knowledge. This is a very good news because Salesforce itself means Salesforce features means Salesforce build the Agentforce in such a way that the Salesforce core features, right, or the core technology itself is useful to for creating the agent, right? So you do not need to understand the AI or the ML, right? You must have few things, right? If you already have the Salesforce development knowledge, then already you have a strong foundation, right? The first important skill is Salesforce platform basics. You should understand how Salesforce works, including the object field security and the basic configuration that we have in the administration part. Then you must work on the Salesforce flow builder, right? Salesforce flow builder is very important skills that we rely on whenever you think of learning Agentforce, right? Many Agentforce actions will trigger the flows, so we must understand the flows properly. The third skill is Apex fundamentals. You should know how to write the Apex classes, triggers, or invocable method, because sometimes agent can call the Apex logic also, right, to perform the complex operation, because everything cannot be done in the flow builder, right? At anyhow, we have to write down or we have to do the Apex programming whenever required, right? So Apex fundamentals are also must, right? Because AI agents will use the data, right? Uh, we we must understand the data modeling concept, right? Entire data is not at the single source. Data is scattered, right? So fifth skill is API basics. Many real world application needs to integrate it, or many means enterprises use multiple systems. So integration knowledge is also must, right? And some AI concept. AI concept means you must understand how AI works, or how to build a machine learning model from the scratch, or how to visualize the AI agent, right? So that type of knowledge you must have. No requirement of learning the Python or any other programming language. These are the basic skills which are required, right, to understand or to learn the Agentforce development. Now, the next is Agentforce development lifecycle. As we are discussing about the development, right? First, if we wanted to build a Agentforce, then how the lifecycle will be, right? Building an Agentforce solution follows the structured development lifecycle. The first step is defining the agent goal. Means we must understand why we are building the agent. What actually problem is solved by the agent. For example, an agent may be designed to handle the customer support cases or qualify list. So we must understand the intent of developing the agent, right? The second step is defining the data sources from where data is coming. The agent needs to access the real data or the right data to make the decision. This data can come from the Salesforce object, data cloud, or external system. The third step is defining an action. Actions are the operation that the agent can perform. These actions may include triggering the flow, triggering the Apex class, executing the API callout, or retrieving the data. The fourth step is configuring the reasoning logic. This is where AI decides how to interpret users' request and choose the correct action. The fifth step is testing, very important. Now, different scenarios we need to test, just like an application, right? We need to test the different situation, different scenario, different cases to make sure agent behaves correctly at every situation. The final, the final stage is monitoring and improving. Now, after deployment, we continuously have to monitor the agent, how it is performing, and analyze what are the improvement scopes are there, right? And these are the tools that are used to develop the Agentforce in the Salesforce, right? We must use the Apex flows, then Salesforce flows, Apex, Data Cloud, Prompt, Template, AI, Einstein AI, and API integrations. Now, this is after you understand the development life cycle, right? You might have curious about the job opportunities that we have in the agent force. So, job opportunities are we can apply as an agent force developer. Now, if you look little deeper into the job roles, the emerging roles in the Salesforce ecosystem are agent force, right? Agent force developers are the professionals which will be responsible for building the AI powered automatic agents inside the Salesforce. They will design the logic, configure the actions, connects the data sources, and make sure agent can perform the task correctly. The second and most important, sorry, the second and most important role is Salesforce AI consultant. Salesforce AI consultant work closely with the companies to identify where AI can be applied. This is the hot role nowadays, right? They analyze the business problem, suggest how AI can drive automation and can improve the efficiency of the system. Now, the third role is Salesforce consultant. Salesforce consultants are helping companies to design and implement Salesforce solution. Now, with the AI becoming the part of the Salesforce, this consultant will also needs to understand how Agentforce fits into overall architect. Another important role is BA. The BAs are need to have understanding about business requirement and convert them into a technical solutions. They will identify which business processes can be automated using the AI agent. Then we have the automation architects, right? These professionals are designed large-scale automation architect that combines the flows, Apex integration, and AI agent. And the finally is Salesforce technical consultant. This professional works with directly with the client, implementing the complex Salesforce solutions and the integration. So, as you can see, Agentforce is not limited to only developer. It has the technical lead opportunities. Means these are mostly apart from the Agentforce developer. Every role is a high end role, right? So you need means if you learn the Agentforce, it will almost add a value into your portfolio, right? To become any kind of tech lead into a organization. Now, now, the most people think, is it too early to learn Salesforce, Agentforce, or why I should learn now, right? In 2026, 2027. So, the question is, why Salesforce Agentforce is very necessary in 2026, 2027. Agentforce, we all know that is becoming the career gold mine for the several reasons, right? The first reason is it is AI first Salesforce strategy, right? Means Salesforce is moving towards an AI first strategies. If you go ahead and check the website of the Salesforce also, you will see everywhere Agentforce. Let me show you, right? Let me exit the screen. Right? Let me just show you the Salesforce website. If you can see everywhere there is Agentforce, right? Explore Agentforce, right? Then here also Agentforce, right? They also have this particular Agentforce over their website. They have removed the search option. They ask Agentforce, right? So Salesforce is pushing everyone right from their own website, right, to the Agentforce, right? And if you are moving into the Salesforce ecosystem, right, you will if you are belonging to the Salesforce ecosystem, Salesforce is investing heavily in the AI technologies like Einstein, Data Cloud, and Agentforce. This means AI will become the core part of Salesforce platform, and actually, it is becoming the core part, right? We cannot say that it will become, right? It is becoming, right? The second reason is there is low supply of the skilled professionals. Right now, there are very few people, very few professionals who truly understand how Agentforce works or how AI inside Salesforce works. Right? Why? Why? Because there is a lack of awareness, right? And Salesforce is trying to push the Agentforce, but people are being very lazy about learning new technology, right? Right now, there are very few professionals in the market, right? And whenever a new technology enters in the market, the demand will grow, right? Much faster than the supplied skill professionals, right? This create the huge opportunity for the early runners. Means if you have 2 years experience and you know the agent force, right? Everyone will prefer you. The third reason is high enterprise adaptation. Agentforce, Salesforce is providing the Agentforce license free of cost to the enterprises because they are pushing the new product, right? Large company are already exploring the AI-driven automation because it can slightly reduce manual work and improve productivity. Many enterprises are planning to implement the AI agent in the sales, support, finance, and HR process. The fourth reason is premium billing rates, right? AI related roles are generally what we can say higher salaries compared to the skill specialized in the high demand. If you go ahead on the Google and search and compare the salary of Agentforce developer or the Salesforce developer, you can see the difference, right? And finally, AI is not something that will happen in the future. AI is already implemented, is being implemented in day-to-day life. We can also understand that, right? Means right now in day-to-day life, right? We use ChatGPT or Gemini, other AI tools like a day-to-day assistant, right? It is not the future anymore. It is right now that is happening, right? And we must be a part of the new technology. Companies are already building the AI powered solution, and the demand will grow in the next few years for sure. So learning Agentforce today can position someone very strongly in the future Salesforce job market. Now let's understand the learning roadmap of the Salesforce or Agentforce syllabus. Okay, so I'll show you the syllabus on let's say our website only. Just hold. So let me jump to the GradX Academy's website. Okay. So here we have Agentforce development, right? Now I will explain one by one syllabus that what we are actually covering into the Agentforce. So in the Salesforce Agentforce course, the syllabus is like we started with the introduction of Agentforce, then we will understand the Agentforce core concept like agents versus flows versus Apex, agent action skills, right? Prompt engineering basics for the Agentforce, because we must understand how to give the prompt, how agent will identify the prompt, etc., etc. Then we will set up the Agentforce, right? The module 3 is setting up a Agentforce. Here, Agentforce is we will enable the Agentforce in the org. We will add the few permissions which are required and license, right? We will go through everything. Module 5 is building the AI agent. Here we will start the AI agent, right? Then we have module 5. Module 5 is Agentforce with the Sales Cloud. We are building the Agentforce with the Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, not a marketing cloud actually, because we don't have access to the marketing cloud. But apart from marketing cloud, we are implementing the agent on our custom requirement also, means custom applications, right? Then Agentforce case resolution and lead management, then real world business scenarios of the Agentforce, right? And then we have Agentforce advanced capabilities like Agentforce with Apex and the APIs, Agentforce with external system, error handling and fallback strategies, Agentforce performance optimization, debugging and the monitoring the agent, right? Then security compliances and best practices, what we should maintain, what is AI trust layer, what is data privacy, role-based access control, Agentforce best practices, limitations and no, known challenges in the Agentforce, responsible AI implementation, right? Pledge, right? Etc. etc. Then finally, we will understand how Agentforce can be deployed from one org to another org, right? We will deploy the Agentforce with multiple organization from let's say sandbox to the production. Then how we can control, we can have the version control for the Agentforce configuration, right? Then we will understand real-time business use case, end-to-end Agentforce project we will take, and the Agentforce post preparation, right? These are core Agentforce syllabus, right? Apart from the syllabus, this is our Agentforce syllabus, right? We have already included, right, some basics, classics to the Agentforce syllabus. So syllabus will look something like that. Let me write down the syllabus here. So first of all, right, in the syllabus, we will be covering lightning flows, entire lightning advanced flows. Okay, then Apex fundamentals, right? And then we will be giving you insights on how we can use AI tools like Cursor AI, then Claude, ChatGPT, right? Copilot, and Agentforce Vibes, right? For the faster development. Because in 2000, in 2 3 years, no one will write the code, full code, right? We will be using the tools to write down the full code, right? Means tools are our assistants, so we will be including that too in our syllabus, right? And the agent force development entire syllabus that I have shown you, right? So this is our syllabus: lightning flows, right? Apex fundamentals, right? Then AI tools like Cursor AI, Claude, Copilot, ChatGPT, then Gemini, right? How we can build the advanced prompt, etc., right? Agentforce vibes, right? And Agentforce development syllabus. These are core syllabus, right? That we have, right? And step by step, we will be learning it entire syllabus. Okay. Now, next question is how we execute the training, right? So, training execution is something like this, right? So, we will be having a foundational learning. First of all, foundational learning includes the live classes. Every classes recording will be present on the GradX application. We will be having a doubt supports also, means every class you can interact with the trainers and understand the doubts, and trainer will solve the doubts in the interactive way. It is not like you need to write down your doubts in the chat box, right? It will be totally interactive conversation based doubt clarification session. Then the stage two, very important, practice. So for every module that we are covering, there will be a task, right? Task, we have decided to go with the pattern, like first 20 tasks will be beginners, second 20 tasks will be intermediate, and the last 20 tasks will be expert problems, right? For example, if we are teaching you the flow, right? We will teach you all the flows, then we will give you the 20 beginners problem statement for the flow to get understanding about the tools, then intermediate flows, right? Then 20 expert problems. These problems will not be taught in the class, right? These are the assignments that you need to perform and ask doubt if you come across any. Okay. Then there will be written exams and practical test and coding section, means in the apex, right? Or the in the flows there will be task based assessment also. Okay. Then after that we have build. We will be building the capstone project, nearly 6 7 capstone project we will give you, means we will ask you to create simple small application and build a desired agent for that. For example, we will build a hospital management system. In the hospital management system, I will add the particular patient assistant AI agent, right? Which will have some use case, right? Something like this, right? And at the end, there will be mock interviews, resume preparation, and LinkedIn Naukri optimization. There will be some guides on the Jira or the Git CI/CD pipeline, right? And you will be added to the GradX job alert and placement support channels also, right? So this is our training execution model. Okay, right? So it will not be a training, it will be more of the training plus hands-on knowledge transfer to you also. Okay. Now what can be means how long this entire things will go, right? So we have the two tracks. First is for the beginners who don't know anything, or who have a little bit of knowledge of Salesforce but not having confidence in the apex or in the flow, right? They have the track, this beginners track, foundation to Salesforce Pro. In this particular track, the duration is 1.5 months to 2.5 months. In this duration, everything will be covered in the live sessions, in the form of live sessions. For those who do not have much time or who are working in the Salesforce ecosystem from last 6 7 years, or who wanted the hands-on exposure on the agent force only, they know the apex flows, sorry, lightning flows and advanced apex. So these two sessions will be in the recorded version, right? Means we will be sharing the recorded version of these two, lightning flows and apex triggers, and agent force and other things, the new things, the AI relevant things will be covered in the live classes, right? The fees for both the sessions will be same. It is not like for working professional the fees will be different, right? As they are having only 1 month of live access. No, right? If you wanted to learn in depth, we suggest go for the foundational and Salesforce Pro, right? Not just simple Agentforce and Gen AI. Okay. Then how GradX can help you, right? So we have the industry aligned Salesforce curriculum. You can compare our curriculum with every institute in India. There are very few institutes, right, who are having the Agentforce training, right? We are one of them, right? And we have best faculty, right? Best trainers, best use cases and curriculum and plans for you. There will be real world use cases and project. We will be sharing you scenario based question and answers for the interviews also, right? That you can prepare if you are preparing for the agent force, right? There will be mentor for your guidance, right? And you will be get added to the GradX placement, what we can say, placement alert or job alert channel, right? Over the email you will receive every information about the new job that is been there at our hiring partners, right? On the email itself you can apply it, right? So there will be separate GradX job alerts emails, right, that you will get on daily basis. So this is the agent force training that we have. The fees for the trainer, I guess I missed the fees slide, just hold. The fees for the session is 28,000, right? For both the track, for both the tracks in Indian time zone, in India time zone. If you belong to US, right, or if you wanted to attend the class in US time zone, the fees will be $999 plus GST or plus 18% taxes, right, for EST or for US time zone. Okay, right. You can choose any of any of the time zone or cohort, right, and start learning with GradX Academy. Now, if you have any questions or any concern query, you can ask. Mm,
Okay, just one question, Shubham, from my side. So, can non-coder be a agent force developer? Like, if they were having like, you can take the 0% knowledge, the coding side. So, can they be the agent force developer?
it is recommended to first understand the Salesforce and then go for the agent force because we are using the basics of core Salesforce platform only. Means,
Yeah, you can take if we like. I'm having the admin side knowledge, but not from the development side. So, can I be the agent force
yeah, you
developer?
can for sure build a agent by that knowledge, but if you wanted to scale more or if you wanted to build an enterprise level agent, right, where we must have to follow the limits and the best practices, then you must have understanding of at least Apex. No need to have
Mhm.
understanding about the LWC, but Apex triggers and Apex classes are must. So
Okay, so it
we
will be covered in this master class, right?
yeah,
Full
yeah, yeah,
stack.
yeah. So we
Okay.
will be having the triggers, Apex fundamentals, right, covered.
Yeah, yeah, I have seen that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, fine.
yeah,
Thanks.
yes. Any other doubt, guys? So there is one doubt in the chat box. Our curriculum is based on the project or only theory? Sorry to interrupt in between. So Karan, actually, the training will not be based on the theory, right? We will be showing you a real-time development of the agent, right? And you need to perform multiple tasks also, right? Means you will be giving you will be having some assignments on the flows, Apex triggers, right? Along with that, there will be several use cases that we will give you in the PDF format that you need to perform. Okay, and that will build the hands-on knowledge to you. Right, we will be showing a entire development process. Right, we will be creating multiple agents also in the live class. Okay, so guys, if you have any query, concerns, or any doubts, you can just connect to this number. And if you're calling from outside India, this is the Indian number. You can WhatsApp. Okay, chalo. Thank you so much. Have a nice and wonderful evening in India. And if you join from outside, have a nice day. Thank you.